There's a point in every real estate agent's career where you have to believe in the future of your business. You have to have faith. You have to believe in a future of your business you haven't even seen yet. Here's the reason for this is we live and work in a business that is secular. Everything is in a 90, 120, 180 day cycle. The business that you are generating today, the work, the time, effort, and energy that you're putting in today will produce results 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months from now. So we are operating on faith. We are planting seeds in our business. And believe you me, I understand how difficult it is to do this on a daily basis when there's no victories. You're working in the shadows. There's no applause, but you have the faith, you have the hope, you have the optimism, and most importantly, you're following a plan and a system that you know works. And the agents who win at this game, the ones who get past that first year that is just decimating to new agents. The agents that get past that are the ones that show up with faith in themselves because they know the end result has already occurred. They just need to show up, put in the time, the effort, and the energy. Over the years, I have met so many agents that were talented. They were capable. They were smart. They would have been extremely successful, top producing agents within the real estate community, but they didn't believe in their own future. They didn't believe in themselves. They couldn't work on faith and plant the seeds and know that they were going to reap a harvest that they could not yet see. See, these are the agents that they're smart, they're talented, they're capable, but they're full of excuses. They believe in other people. They believe in specific lead generation sources. They believe that interest rates affect their business. They believe that the market and what is going on in the market, or heck, even what's going on half a world away in Eastern Europe, controls their real estate business. Instead of believing and growing, they think, they process, they stay paralyzed, and they hesitate. And that hesitation is expensive because when you don't have faith in the future real estate you're building, you hesitate today on the prospecting that you know you should be doing. You hesitate in your follow-up. You hesitate in your marketing. You shrink your goals. And essentially, team, you play small. Napoleon Hill talked about faith as if it was your inner engine that drives your business. It turns ideas into results. In real estate, that fuel keeps you consistent just long enough that you can get to that one breakthrough point where you have a breakthrough moment within your business. But you have to stay in the business long enough to allow your time, effort, energy, and the seeds that you are planting today to grow, to mature so that they can break through in 30, 60, 90, 180 days, heck, even as long as a year. I've seen it decade over decade with the agents I've worked with the brokerages I've ran. I've seen the rookies come in and they're full of optimism and hope and they have faith. And then I also see the ones that are just kind of looking at the ground, kicking rocks, hoping that something happens, or they're pulled in different directions on what they think is going to grow their business. 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, the agents who succeed are the ones that put their head down. They do the work and they operate from a position of faith. And these agents explode in year 2, year 3. By year 5, they are crushing it and earning multiple 6 figures and often 7 figures from their real estate sales alone. This is not just new agents. This is a team that starts from scratch and somebody who goes from making, say, $250,000 or $500,000 a year, and now they want to start a team that is doing 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. There's a point of belief that matches up with the systems, the strategies, and the solutions. And you have to show up and put in that work long enough to realize that breakthrough. So let me take this out of the clouds and let's make it a bit more practical. Look at every agent that you admire, or every top producer that you admire, or every figurehead at a particular brokerage, or every mega team leader. Look at the business that they have built, but also look at what they had to do to build that business. They were at that exact same spot that you're at this very moment. But here's the key. They all believed in the work, they did the work, and the work, well, ultimately rewarded them. So what does faith look like for you as a real estate agent, you as a team leader, you as a brokerage owner and manager? It looks like showing up when the numbers aren't there yet. It looks like working in the shadows and creating content when nobody's watching, nobody's applauding. You're posting multiple times per day for nobody to watch. No likes, no applause, no comments, but you still show up every day. Shampoo, lather, rinse, repeat, and you post that content over and over and over again. It also looks like following up with that prospective client, that prospective recruit. Not 2 times, not 3 times, not 5 times, but 10, 15, 20 times. Being diligent. It also looks like investing in you, your growth in this moment, making the investments today that your future self will thank you for. Every single meaningful outcome in real estate, listen to me, team, every single meaningful outcome in real estate has a delayed. We are in a business of delayed gratification. The bigger the outcome, typically the bigger the delay. We have to stay diligent. We have to have faith. Faith builds that gap. It keeps your feet moving while the results catch up. And here's the absolute key. Here's the key point of this video. Faith is not a feeling. It's a decision. It's a choice you make every single morning. It's a choice you make that when you show up to your business, that you're going to put forth 110% effort every single day, even though the score doesn't yet reflect the amount of effort that you've put in. I want you to hear this clearly. Please listen to me. You're not building a business based on where you are today. You're building a business based on who you are becoming through the process. When you shift your identity from I hope this works to I am the kind of agent who shows up, who leads, who builds, your behavior changes instantly. And the moment your behavior changes, your results start chasing you instead of you chasing the results. Faith is not passive. Faith is identity. Faith is action. Faith is stepping into the future version of yourself now and letting your business rise to meet that standard. You don't need to know your entire path today. You just need to know your next step and take that next step. Do you have it in you to maybe take 2 steps? I don't know. But I do know you make that decision after you take this next step. Take 1 step, then look at it and say, okay, do we have it in us? Let's take one more step. You don't need to have the entire path figured out. You don't need to know all the steps. You don't need permission, and you don't need perfect timing. You need faith. Faith in the work, faith in the direction, faith in your systems, and faith in yourself. Because once you start believing in the agent that you are becoming, you will show up as that agent. And when you show up like them, the results will follow. This industry rewards massively those who believe in themselves and back it with massive action. You are capable of a whole lot more than you're giving yourself credit for. So for the next 30 days, here's your challenge. I want you to practice this one specific habit. Every morning, I just want you to write out 1 sentence that affirms the future that you are building. Not vague, not motivational, not pie in the sky, but very specific to the business that you are creating. Something like this. I am building a steady, predictable, 6-figure real estate business through consistency and service to others. Or I am the agent that clients trust because I show up every day with intention, clarity, and purpose. When you anchor your identity, when you anchor your mind in your purpose, your actions and your daily behaviors begin to align with that as well. And ultimately, creating a more elevated version of yourself. With that said, team, take a look at the links down below. There's a lot of resources for you down there. Most notably is access to the Real Estate Academy. And the URL for that is realestateacademyhub.com, where you can join us, like-minded agents looking to grow their real estate business. It's not brand specific. It's not brokerage specific. It's just a collection of real estate agents helping each other grow our business. And just to warn you, it goes past just real estate. We talk about mindset. We talk about health. We talk about nutrition. We help each other build our business through community. So if you're looking for more community, more business, and just, more opportunity from within this amazing industry we call real estate, click the link down below. Go ahead, get registered, and we'll see you inside the community. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.